Hello, in this video we're going to learn how to save a report in Excel. Up until now we've been saving all of our reports as Adobe PDF documents, but you also have the option of saving it in an Excel spreadsheet, which many companies prefer because once you've saved it in the Excel spreadsheet, then you could go back into Excel and manipulate the data, print the report in different ways, and so on and so forth. So this video will show you how to save it in Excel. So first of all, you need to create a report. So we're just going to go in and create a journal for the month of September 2016. I am once again using the sample industry supply company. So I'm going to create the report for the month of September. So it's going to be from September 1st to September 30th of 2016. I'm just going to click on refresh. Okay, so I can get the report up on the screen, and then instead of going to the file print report that we've been doing so far, we're going to go over to the secondary menu bar here, and we're going to click on the Excel, the arrow pointing down beside the word Excel, and we're going to create a new worksheet. Notice we have two choices there. We could update an existing one, and that's a handy new feature actually that's available to us, updating an existing worksheet so that if you have specialized setups, you can create the setup once, and then every month when you save the report you can update the report that is currently there, and those settings will remain. So we're going to create a new worksheet, so we want to make sure those features are chosen in a new workbook, and then we just click on the export button. And then QuickBooks takes the data that it sees on your journal report and it exports it to an Excel document. So it takes a second to get all that data. What it's going to do, it's going to create a column for every column that it sees in the report will be a separate column in the Excel spreadsheet. And then, as you know, once you're in Excel, you can sort your data by any particular column or row. So it might not open up right away on your desktop, but you'll see that the Excel icon shows on your taskbar on the bottom. So you can just click on the Excel icon when it shows up, and you can see that your report has been exported into an Excel spreadsheet. It's just called Book 1, 2, or 3, depending on how many you've opened recently. So it hasn't been saved yet. So maybe that's the first thing that you can do is go to File, Save As, tell the computer where you want to save it. I will just put it on my desktop. So I'm just going to put Journal, September 2016. Alright, so you tell Excel where you want to store it, and then you can save it as an Excel spreadsheet. So also notice that when it came into Excel, Excel set up the width of the columns depending on the data that was in those columns. So you don't have to do any adjusting. If you scroll through, you'll see that the columns are all the width that they need to be so that you can read all of the documents. But now what you need to do is apply any additional formatting. So if we went to page layout, we want to tell Excel that we want to print this landscape. This report lends itself to a landscape layout, and you'll see that the dotted line comes over here. So in our regular setup, the report is too wide for one page, but if you'll recall, when we save them as PDFs, we have the option to tell Excel to save it one page wide. We'll be able to do the same with Excel that we did with the PDF. So we want it to be landscape. If we wanted to change our margins, we could do it here. I'm just going to choose 1 inch all the way around for our margins, which you see then changed it once again in terms of how much it could fit on. So maybe I'll change my margins. I'll do some custom margins. There's going to be a header that gives us the name. So I'm going to leave an inch at the top. Maybe I'll change the bottom, the left, and the right to 1/2 inch. I'll click OK. That puts a little bit more. See, the dotted line has moved back to column O. And then I think that's it. Then I can just go to File, Print, and then when I print it, I can tell Excel, if I go to the bottom here of my print screen, actually I've got to change the printer. So when I print it to the printer, I can tell Excel that I want it to fit all columns on one page, which means that it's going to shrink the printout so that it's 1 page wide. So then I would just click Print. All right, it would be saved 1 page wide. You'll see in the preview here that your header has dropped in with the name of the report and the date. You'll see that all of the information width-wise is on the page. It will be more than 1 page long, but that's not a problem. All of the information that you need to read across is all on 1 page because you've told Excel to fit it 1 column wide. And then you tell it the size that you want and so on and so forth, how you want to print it. You could click Print and then away it goes to the printer, or you just leave it in your page setup, and those special features are saved when you save your document. I've already named it, so I'll just click on Save, and that's all you need to do to save a report in Excel and to set it up so that it prints 1 page wide at the printer. And again, just like in any other program, you can actually save it also as an Adobe PDF if you needed to. So that's all you need to know.